Hey guys, we're back in the kitchen this evening with the Spice Gal and we are making chicken with provincial herb mushroom sauce. Okay, so the ingredients you are going to need is 4 signature chicken breasts, 2 teaspoons of the herbs de Provence, our new taste of France, the French countryside. You're going to use 2 teaspoons of that, and then half a teaspoon of just black pepper to add to that. This recipe calls for a little more peppery. You're going to use 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter, which we've got in our pan right here. You are going to use 1 cup of or chopped in half cherry tomatoes, however you want to say it. A 1/4 cup of diced onions and 1 cup of chopped up mushrooms. You are going to need a teaspoon of lemon juice and 1½ cups of chicken broth. I'm using our homemade bone broth, the chicken broth that I made in the Instant Pot. Okay, so we're going to get ready to go. So the very first thing you want to do is season your chicken with the herb blend. So we're going to just start to shake that all over there. The chicken that we've just rubbed all that herb mixture into, we're going to saute it, and I'm going to do it here in front of you instead of on my stove because we're going to do it on medium heat. Ooh. Do it on medium heat. We're going to melt that, and then we're going to put the chicken in here, season it. I'm going to cut that in half. Chicken in there. That's what we're going to do. We're going to saute that in there. It's going to take a little while, and then we'll turn it over, flip it over, and make sure it gets cooked through. Okay, so as you can see in that instant, I just switched pots because I thought about this, and with all the liquid and all the stuff that needs to go in, the tiny edges on this were not going to hold everything I needed. So I just switched to a bigger pot. I've still got my chicken going in here. And I was able to put a lid on that. So what I'm going to do now, and we've probably been cooking this for about 10 minutes at least with the lid on. It's probably still not completely cooked. We're going to remove our chicken and just put it aside over here in this dish. We're going to add it back to here, but first we're going to start making our sauce. Okay, so the next step is we're going to add our mushrooms, tomatoes and onions and saute them for about 4 to 6 minutes. Really get that flavor. You've got the leftover butter from cooking your chicken in there, so. Alright, so while we. Oh, that's hot. The only thing I don't like about these pans is they get hot. Can you see that in there? We're just going to saute that all together. 4 to 6 minutes, and then we'll be back again. The next thing we want to do is add the chicken breasts back on top. There we go. And then, of course, any juice from the chicken you want to put back in there. Okay. And then you're going to add 1½ cups of the bone broth, or chicken broth, sorry. Alright. We're also going to do a teaspoon of lemon juice. This is a ½ teaspoon measurement. 1, 2. Alright. And then we're just going to mix that through a little bit. On top of the chicken. So you're going to let this simmer. I'm probably going to let it simmer for about the next 10 minutes. I'm going to show it to you so you can see. So now that we've got our chicken broth and our chicken and everything in the same pot, we're going to let this simmer. And we're probably going to let it simmer and reduce for the next probably 10 to 15 minutes at least. And then I'll add in some arrowroot starch or some xanthan gum to thicken up that sauce, and then I'll serve it over mashed potatoes. Okay, so as you can see, that sauce is really thickened up. I put some xanthan gum in it to thicken it up. And I've let this simmer for about 30 minutes because I wasn't ready, the kids weren't ready to eat yet, and I'm about to serve it up.